Hey, what's up everybody? Clay here from the YouTube channel Beer City Board Games, and today we're going to talk a little trash with Trash Talk. Trash Talk from Friendly Skeleton is a communication-style party game, which means that you're going to be trying to convey certain words or ideas in a non-conventional way. Plays 2 to 8 players and takes approximately 25 minutes. In this game, one person plays as a raccoon who is trying to communicate with a group of possums. Now, they may not speak the same language, but they're resourceful and they'll use whatever they have at hand. And what they have at hand is trash. Let's take a look at how the game plays, and then we'll come back up for some final thoughts. Choose a player to be the raccoon and give that player a screen. The game comes with 2, but the second one is only used in the 2-player variant. For more than 2, you only need the 1. The game also comes with a variety of trash items, 2 of each item. The raccoon player will pick out 3 pieces of trash that will be used in the first round, and the possum team takes the matching pieces of trash. Then shuffle up the deck of word cards. And deal 3 in front of the player's screen. Now the raccoon player will look at the 3 word cards that were dealt and choose one of the 3 pieces of trash per card that they feel best represents the word on that card. When they're done, now the possum team can discuss and decide where they think the raccoon placed the trash items. They are allowed to talk about this amongst the team, but the raccoon player is not allowed to give any hints, clues, gestures, or facial expressions that might give away their answer. Once the possum team thinks they have it figured out, the raccoon player will lift the screen and show where they placed their trash. If the players matched on all 3 cards, they move on to the next round, where the raccoon will choose one more piece of trash to add to the 3 that they chose previously, and just like before, the possums will grab the matching piece of trash from their supply. This time the raccoon player will deal 4 cards in front of them and match their 4 pieces of trash behind the screen. The game continues like this, adding another piece of trash and another card each round until you're able to match up to 10 trash pieces. So what happens when you don't get a match? Well, if that happens, you set aside the cards that did match and then take the rest of the items back to your side. Then you deal out new word cards equal to the number of trash pieces that you brought back. So in this case, 2, and attempt to match on these cards. If you're unable to match the remaining items this time, the game is over and you choose a new raccoon. If you succeed in matching the remaining items, then you move on to the next round. Again, you're going to increase the number of pieces and cards each round, trying to work your way up to matching on 10 cards in one round. Playing at 2 players doesn't change up the game too much. The only real difference is that both players get a screen and will place their trash simultaneously and then reveal to see if they've matched. This is such a cute and clever game. I love the theme, even though it's barely there. The artwork in the rulebook and on the cover is adorable. And I love this idea of 2 different species trying to communicate using whatever they happen to have laying around. All the little trash bits that come with the game are pretty neat, and there's some decent variety, although I'm not sure how much that really helps with the communication. What's cool about this game is that it doesn't really matter too much what pieces you use. So really, as long as you can find 2, you can add your own custom trash to the game. I'm planning on raiding my junk drawer to find things to add. As far as the gameplay itself, I'm not typically a big fan of limited communication in party games, even though it's something that tends to be used pretty frequently. And that's mainly because I want my party game to be a little bit raucous and to have lots of laughing and discussion. I don't want everybody to be sitting silently looking at a board or a bunch of cards. That doesn't sound like a great party to me. But I found the limited communication in Trash Talk didn't bother me, and I think that's because the moments of limited communication are fairly short. And once you reveal, the game encourages you to discuss why you chose what you did. So, even though there can be some silent moments, they're followed up by plenty of why would you think that moments. It's a pretty challenging party game, in my opinion. It's pretty unlikely that you'll have a word or card that really matches one of your pieces that you've chosen. So sometimes you're having to dig deep or stretch far to match something up. Often you may end up having to put something on a card just by default, just because the other items match in some way, and that one leftover piece just doesn't match anything. Overall, I would definitely recommend checking out Trash Talk, especially if you like this kind of guess the word style party game. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.